In this podcast episode titled, From the Gladiators to Prison, Shadow tells his story. The host interviews a former gladiator known as Shadow. Shadow grew up in New York and attended high school and junior college there before moving back to England to compete in bodybuilding shows. Just as he was about to get his professional card, he landed a job as a gladiator on the popular TV show Gladiators. Shadow reflects on his time growing up in America, playing American football, and trying out for the NFL as a free agent. He ended up playing in Europe before applying for the job as a gladiator. He discusses how the show initially didn't realize its potential, but by the second year, it became a huge success. He talks about the pay he received on the show, which started at £500 per show and later increased to £750 per show. Despite the lower pay compared to the American version, Shadow found it exciting to be a part of. During his time on Gladiators, Shadow faced challenges, including false accusations and negative press. He mentions one incident involving accusations of drug use, which he emphasizes were fabricated and unsupported by evidence. He also talks about the restrictions placed on the gladiators, such as not being allowed to have managers or PR teams outside of the show's producers. Despite these challenges, Shadow enjoyed being a part of the show and providing a challenge for the contestants. He describes the show as a tight-knit family and mentions that he didn't let racism or negative press stories bother him. Gladiators ran for about 8 years and was a big success with a large audience. Shadow discusses how he didn't have any conflicts with other gladiators and got along with everyone. As a team leader, his job was to bring everyone together and provide a challenge for the contestants. However, after leaving the show, Shadow faced challenges and struggled to find his path. He describes feeling deflated and defamed, and reflects on the lack of support and assistance he received after being fired from the show. Following his departure from Gladiators, Shadow tried to pursue other opportunities in the entertainment industry but found it difficult to make a comeback. He talks about feeling used and surrounded by snakes, and reflects on the lack of support and unity among the gladiators. Shadow's life took a downward spiral, and he found himself in and out of prison. He discusses the negative impact fame can have on mental health and emphasizes the importance of standing up for oneself. In conclusion, Shadow reflects on his journey from being a gladiator to facing challenges and struggles in his personal life. He talks about the lack of support and opportunities he received, and how he eventually ended up in prison. Despite his experiences, Shadow still receives positive reactions from people who remember him from the show. He expresses his disappointment at the lack of recognition compared to his former castmates but takes satisfaction in knowing that people still associate his iconic stick with him. Shadow emphasizes the importance of staying active and maintaining a positive mindset as he looks to rebuild his life after prison. The host encourages listeners to offer Shadow opportunities and expresses admiration for his resilience.